What's up, everybody? Kafka here, and today we are talking about the new Abbattoir of Zir coming out on December 5th. You might have seen a preview, but I think you missed some things, and I'm going to show you today. We got something on the screen here, but we're going to shut that off for a second. We're going to look at a couple things first. So there is a couple requirements that you need to do to get there and unlock the Abbattoir of Zir on December 5th. And the first thing you need to know through is the season journey. So there's actually a few things that I have not unlocked yet, so I need to get to it. But you need to complete all the objectives all the way 1 through 7. So currently, I got 1 through almost 4 done. That's gonna be like done in a second. And then almost 5 done, almost 6 done, and then a little bit of work on 7. There's some goofy ones on 7 that you have to do. So I'll talk about a couple in particular. So this one right here is open multiple tortured gifts in a single hell tide. You have to open up 10 at once. So my suggestion would be to do is to get 750 cinders. Well, open them as you go. Start at the beginning of the hour on the hell tide, and then use the 75 chest, which would be the ring, and the armor pieces and the gloves. And those are only 75 cinders, so 10, 750 is not that much to farm. You can usually get 750 about probably like 30 to 35 minutes. Also, you have to get 3 of your glyphs to rank 21. Or 5, I'm sorry. I only got 3 currently because I've been trying a lot of new builds out and I get them to 15 and I haven't got them to 21 on all of them. So you do have to do some PvP. You have to knock out 12 world bosses, which really isn't that bad. I've already done that. You have to complete a nightmare dungeon over 90. Um, you have to beat Lilith. You have to do some PvP. That's probably like the part that's like, ah, that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. We got to get our PvP done. Um, but that's the main kind of thing that we need to do to make sure that we are able to even join uh, the new content coming out in December 5th. But there's some things that you need to farm as well. So when I look at the new way to get sigils for it, I noticed a couple things and I put it up on the screen here. You need 800 sigil power to farm the first tier 1 of Forge. And then after you do that, you get a recipe to farm the next, start the next Blood Forge sigil. So 800 is kind of a lot because we'll go to our dude over here. We got a bunch of sigils that we could probably get rid of. And it sounds like 800 times 25, right? Because we're going to get to 25. So we have to farm at least one. And what if we fail one? Then we need 800 again. So that's kind of a lot. So we got to worry about that. So let's see we'll just do a hundred real quick, and I got 128 sigil powder. So literally I have to get rid of 6 to 7 100 tiers. So right now might not be a bad idea. So currently I got 3,900, so I'm like sitting all right. But I want to be 8 times 10 is 8,000. So 16,000. I want to be at 20,000 sigil power before the season or December 5th comes out. So I got a little bit ways to go. So I will be definitely run some nightmare dungeons. Anyways, I got to get to 21 on all my glyphs anyways to make sure I'm good. Um, so a couple things: farm some nightmare dungeons, get your season journey done, uh, and then we got some stuff. So you finish your first one and you get this unique glyph. So some things I noticed right off the bat of the unique glyph is it's obviously very good, right? Because what it says is for every 5 core stats purchased within range, you gain 2% X damage. And that's the key thing right there, the X damage. That's a multiplicative. So that's a lot of extra damage that you're going to be able to do. So, and it says a 4 size radius right now. So, um, and then it increases at level 50. And this thing could apparently go up to like level 200. So we'll see how that goes. And then grants 50% bonus to all rare nodes within range. bonus 10% each level, increases each 10 levels. So that is huge. So let's just look at what that could mean because we got, let's just go to the first Paragon tree here. So within 4, so this would be there. So you'd get 50% bonus to this. So that would make it 30. And then for each levels up to 200, for each, let's read that again. Every 10 levels after that. So that's 20 times. So 30 times 20. That is like 300% non-physical damage. We'll see if that really happens. I'm not sure. I mean, they said that these are going to be pretty hard. These sigils that we're going to be doing, the Bloodforge sigils. So we'll see how that looks. It's probably going to take a while to level that up. They're like, oh, let's see if anyone even gets there. Like, yeah, come on, we'll see if anyone gets there. People got to level 100 the same day that season 2 came out. So I'm sure people will get to level 25 on the same day it comes out. That is if you have the sigil powder, though. You got to make sure you have the sigil powder. And then this is what you might have missed if I don't know if you watched some other videos around this. Um, I missed it. I didn't notice until I really looked at it. So let's go to the Abbattoir and take a look at this. So this picture I screenshot because they had a little bit of a video on the Diablo page, and I noticed a couple things. So first thing, this is World Tier 1, and the first thing I noticed was the damage is not a lot. So I don't know if this was just like um, kind of fake and they were just putting it together to show a video, but if you're doing that much damage and beating it, you can't even do that much damage and beat a tier 100. So it wouldn't make any sense, because this is not enough damage. But that's not all I noticed on it. So a couple other things I noticed is there's a timer here. So it says 8 minutes and 37 seconds. Well, that and a little bit has gone by. So that means they're probably roughly 10 minutes to clear all the bosses and clear the or to clear all the mobs and then kill the boss. So 10 minutes each, that could be pretty quick. You know what I mean? I thought they might be a little bit longer. That's okay. Um, that is a-okay. This is only one, so that's like, okay, so slay all the mobs and the boss, and you get 10 minutes to do that. So that's something I noticed. I don't know if you guys seen that. That would be pretty interesting. That they're about 10-minute dungeons. And the key I think would be, so say someone was to a group with Kelfka, I'd probably already be on like level 18 and you're only on level 6. Well, at the end of each 18, you get the recipe for or at the end of each dungeon, you get the recipe for that next one. So you'd get 19. So maybe we could do something like that and do some runs. I think that would be pretty cool. Um, so they said it's going to be about 10 times harder than a tier 100 each level up. So I don't know if that like is 10 times harder each, you know, so it's going to be like a tier 110, tier 120, tier 130, tier 1, until you get to like, what would that be, tier 250. It didn't really show the actual mob's life, so it was hard for me to see that. But also, they didn't talk about if there's any gear that actually drops up this in the item level off this. So it'd be kind of cool if they actually had the gear scale with the dungeons. It would kind of defeat the purpose of doing anything else in the game now, but we'll see. It's the end of the season, right? So it's the last one. So the idea is this to draw this out to kind of finish it off and start season 3. So we'll see what happens. I think it's some pretty cool stuff that they have some end game coming out, and excited to play and share some content around that. And we will definitely do so. So I appreciate the video. Comment below what you think of the December 5th uh, new dungeon setup they have going on, the Abattoir of Zir. Let me know if you're gonna play it, try it out, and please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. You guys have a great day.